We love
Moula explains why he's successful. The Universal Music Takeover. So this is Moula first over here at the Universal Music Canada offices. He's in the studio. I seen him post this on his Instagram page a couple of nights ago. When was this from? Oh, 1 day ago. Not that long ago. And this is what he had to say.
Before, you want to know why I'm so successful? Because I do what I'm supposed to do. You want to know how I got here at Universal Music Studio? By putting in work. Every room is for me. Okay? Let me show you why I'm so successful, but miserable. Okay?
Just miserable.
Final boss. I don't even want to record in this room. It's like my home.
He didn't like the acoustics in that room.
Universal Music.
That's over there in Liberty Village.
You know what I want in here. It's like a nice hotel for me. This is what happens when you're successful.
I just want to be, I just want to be, I just want to be successful.
I'm going to sit right here for hours and develop. You know? So, why are you worried about me? Why would you be worried about me? Why would you be worried about the mass? People talking, right? I'm still the final boss of your country.
Last level final boss.
Michael, the Michael Tower.
The Michael
CN
Tower.
Renamed.
The Michael Tower.
Do you not understand? People talk about me. I keep prevailing. I keep developing. How could you face that?
So, he's over at the Universal Studios. Let me ask y'all one. Does this mean, because he said in multiple interviews, they can't sign me, I don't need the deal, right? Does this mean that Moula first is signed, the ink is dry, he signed to Universal? Is this what's happening right here? Is this for the gram? Let me see. Let me ask y'all in the comments here. Let me do a survey. Let's do a survey. Let's do a poll. Is Moula first signed to Uni? I'll just put Uni. Question mark, question mark, question mark. 3 of them. All right? Or is this just something for the gram? Okay, because I've seen people take pictures. I see people take pictures all the time. Hey, Sony building. Hey, Universal building. And they be just in the lobby. Right? This man is walking around the whole studio. He said all the rooms are reserved for him. And he can do whatever he wants. Right? He said he didn't even want to use one of them rooms. What y'all saying in the comments here? Aaron Joyce says, slow down. He ain't without the supporters acting like he just that guy. Well, I know I know Moula loves his fans. You know what I'm saying? I think more times when he's dissing the people who don't believe in him, his detractors. You know what I'm saying? Road to Success, what up? Says, we'll find out. I don't know. I'm going to go with, I don't think that he signed to Universal. I think that maybe he has some business with them. Okay. He could have signed a pub deal with them. He could have, they're as they say, in bed together, pause. But as far as like a full-on record deal, I don't know. I just can't see it because I feel like Moula first has collected enough information over the years to know that signing with, and this is with all due respect Okay, gang. I'm treading on I'm treading on thin ice right now with the labels. With all due respect, it's not the smartest thing to sign to the Canadian version of any of these labels. Again, with all due respect. Because we've seen many examples of artists who've been signed to Canadian record deals. Okay? Whether it's Sony Canada, Universal Canada, Warner Canada, any of the the quote unquote big major labels, they have their Canadian division and Canadian employees, a whole team of people. And this is the stuff that they do in Canada. If you get lit enough, then they might start pressing the button for you over there in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that I think Moula knows this already. So for him to be like, yeah, I'll take the 30,000 or whatever little monies that they're able to offer over here. And again, I'm saying this with all due respect because I understand the game, right? I'm not shitting on the labels when I'm like, oh, the little bit of money that they're able to give. It's real that they're only able to afford a certain amount. We're not dealing with the same types of budgets. We're not dealing with the same kind of money or same kind of audience, and volume as in the United States. So if you think somebody's getting jerked for a $250,000 advance or even like a $10,000 advance in the States, then bruh, you don't even know what jerk means. Pause. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you 10,000 over here and think that, yo, they gave you the best advance of your life. Like, bro, the last person, we gave him about 7,500. He was able to pay rent for 2 months. Then back in the hole. Or he was able to clear down his credit cards. Like, let's be real. If you're going to sign, and listen, this is with all due respect to Moula, because if he signed to a Canadian label, I don't want to diss his motion. Right? But I don't think he signed anything. I think he's just here to use the studio. Maybe a little quick pub deal here, maybe a production deal quick. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little 10 stack. Give me that. But you can't have my catalog. And even when I say a pub deal, I'm not saying like, yo, you can have my whole catalog for the rest of my life. Give me 15,000, please. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that we have way too much examples of careers that went left when they just signed with the Canadian division of these labels, that I don't think Moula would follow down that same path. You know what I'm saying? Road to Success says Drake made the call. Said, yo, get Michael in those studios ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they could have just used 40 Studio if they really wanted to. 40 Studio is way litter than that anyway. Trust me. But salute to Moula first. If that's what he's doing, more power to him. Okay, like if he's signing to a Canadian label, any of these guys who are that you see right now that are running around doing their thing, they're not signed to like a Smiley or a Pressa. They're not signed to the Canadian equivalent of, like, let's say Sony for Pressa, and I think Smiley's still under Warner. All right. But like somebody like Top 5. Top 5 has a deal, I think, with Six Buzz, and those guys are working with Warner from time. Okay. Charlie B working with Warner. There's motion that happens out here, but the money's just not the same. And anybody at the label, they're not going to lie to you and be like, no, Friday's capping. No, the money is just not the same. They don't have it like that. They can only have it like that if the American mother label says, yeah, hold this extra budget. This guy's going to take off all over the world. And then you start getting the services from their staff. They start pushing you down south. You know what I'm saying? So stay woke, as we say over here. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Moula first. Let's see what the poll says here. 9 votes in the poll. For is Moula first signed to uni? Only 11% says yes, and 89% says no. Hell no.
We love hip hop.